Hello, current friends and future friends alike. My name is Marchlin. You can call me March. The ghost on the side of my head is October, and welcome back to my single-player world of Minecraft, where the ultimate goal is to get every advancement in the game, slowly, over time, doing my best. Hey, we filled out the entire, this field, whatever the regular one is. So that's cool. But along the way of getting every advancement, we're just, having fun and getting a lot of different experiences in Minecraft. Building up our village and, I don't know, creating story, I guess. Well, that was a rambly intro, so let's get into our episode. So last time, we started building this barn, and we got the shell of it pretty much done. It was looking pretty great. It looks great from the side, it looks great from the front, it looks great from the sky. Just take my word for that. But there's a couple of things that have yet to be done. Namely, the area around the barn doesn't quite mesh very well with the village just yet. I didn't really work on the outside to sort of blend it all in, and I certainly didn't work on the inside. None of the animals live in there yet, so we have a couple things I'd like to accomplish involving that today. I wasn't really certain I would get to record an episode today. I've got a couple hours, I'm gonna make the best of it, so we're gonna jump in, and I'm gonna do my very bunny best to finish this project today. Okay, I'm on top of some scaffolding, because, as we all know, everything not only looks better when you're on scaffolding, explanations are also better given on top of scaffolding. That's just science. First thing I wanted to do is actually expand this forest that I built in the prior episode. I had started this little area and I wanted to continue it down up against the barn. I've started to plant trees. Some of those trees are planted on top of dirt just to give them a little bit of extra height for when they grow. And I'll go back in and replace that dirt with wood at some point. I might also make some custom trees in this area eventually, but not for today's episode. Coincidentally, that's what these iron blocks are for that I've placed around in the forest. They were where I was thinking about placing like handcrafted trees, but I haven't gotten there yet. For now, we just have a little bit more of this forest that's going to come up and meet this. It's going to block some of the side view of this barn from a distance, which will make it look a little bit better. At least I think so. The other thing, and this is actually so much simpler, it's finally time to move some of our starter farm crops that we've had up here on the hill for a while now. This was never supposed to be a permanent area, and I was always thinking that I would make some redstone for like melon and pumpkin harvesting. Never got around to it. But you know what? Maybe I will. It's only been like 7 months since I started this series. Surely I'll get there eventually, right? Right? Gotta stomp all these flat now. Away with you. Away. Once upon a time in Minecraft's history, you could just sneeze and accidentally get rid of these. All you had to do is just walk over top of them, and they would turn from the tilled soil into regular dirt again. Highly annoying. When they introduced crouching, you could get around that just by crouching around the fields. Very slow. I'm glad it works the way it does now, where it's actually a little bit trickier just to get these to go away. I may not have a lot of time in today's episode, but I'm actually very excited to work on it. I'm also very excited for the lack of interruptions that we're definitely going to have. We are definitely not going to be as heavily interrupted as we were in our last episode. No getting distracted by fancy advancements, although I am very happy to get those advancements that we ended up with last time. Both of the lightning ones, both of the lightning related advancements, as well as the phantom related one, which took me several tries to get. But this is going to be a distraction-free episode. Where's the water gonna go? Ooh, you know what? Raised beds. Yep. But where's the... Oh, they can go under the raised beds. Ha 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 ha. I figured it out. I was gonna use half slabs, but trapdoor raised beds might be better. How much spruce do I need to make that happen? I have not given a lot of thought to how I want this farm layout to go, so I'm kind of just gonna do it by the seat of my pants. That's an expression. There we go. Now we sort of have a raised bed look for this part of the garden. I will say I'm notorious for not planning anything out when I get going. I just, like, I can't really always envision those things in my head. I have to put it down, at least in some sort of rough draft form, and then stare at it for a really long time to see if I like it. So now when these grow, they should only have one. Uh-oh, that's not true at all. These can grow right over here. I'm just gonna leave that alone for now and see what happens. Alright, this will do it for the start of my little garden. I have our pumpkins and our melons over here. The little thing is, in my head, I was like, oh, this will be really cute. They'll just grow and then they'll grow right onto here. I wasn't really thinking the fact that this line right here isn't just going to, by default, grow here. They could grow this way. So, it's not going to look as neat and organized as I thought in my head, but that's okay. Life isn't always neat and organized. Sometimes it's chaotic and you just got to roll with it. So if it's not like the most optimized farm and I'm getting like 8 melons and pumpkins every time, that's fine. Over here, I'm going to start planting, say, my carrots, my beetroots, and my potatoes, which I have yet to go get. So I gotta go find my potatoes in a chest. Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's close, but not what I want either. Definitely don't want to plant poison potatoes. Although, poison potatoes could be a rather fun harvest. Ah, too bad they don't grow. Okay, so it turns out I don't have any potatoes. I have 0 potatoes. 0 potatoes. No potatoes. So I gotta go find some. There are some nearby villages over in that direction. I think I could fly over there once it's daytime and go on a little potato raid. So whatever I said about no distractions, does that count? I don't think that counts. Does it count? Alright, this is the closest village to me. I wonder if they have potatoes. Well, I've taken a quick look around their village, and I don't think they have a single farm, which I guess means they get all of their sustenance from, I don't know, fish? Ice fishing? How do you eat? Oh, you are a butcher. Well, you get meat at least. Suddenly October got very, very cold. I wonder why. Oh, you know what? Part of that is I forgot my magma rock. I definitely lost it the last time I was in the deep dark, and I have yet to replace it, so... Ooh, there's another distraction right there. When I get back to the village, I better do that. I'm surprised I hadn't noticed yet. Ah, a farmer. Hello, fellow farmer. These look like potatoes. Do you mind if I take some? I will replace it, though. In exchange for your potatoes, I will give you beetroots. They're pretty tasty, all in all. And I'll even leave you with more than I left with. Or than I have? I'll leave you with more. Oh, a cat. What kind of cat? Ooh, do we have that cat? Alright, so here's the deal. We don't have this cat. July is red catless. And that is a cat that she would appreciate having back at the village. Oh, I said no distractions, but like, the cat's right there. I just need fish. I'm not carrying any fish. Alright, here's another deal. I know we said no distractions, okay? We're here in the village to get potatoes. We got the potatoes. We did get the potatoes. However, I mean, we should get it as a gift for her. So, there's the fish. Okay, I'm back in the village with the fish, so we're getting distracted. We're definitely getting distracted. It's alright though, this won't take very long. We just have to make this cat very friendly towards us, and then see if July would like them. Which I'm sure she will. Almost. This cat has led me on a wild chase. Where you go this? Wait, are you in the? Okay. Well then, this works for me. There we go. Extra fish for good measure. I got what I came for. I have potatoes. I have a cat. Let's go back to the village. Okay, the cat didn't just like teleport with me, so now I gotta go back for the cat. Why did I do this? Why did I do this to myself? Okay, so now the idea, since I don't want to unload the cat, is can I just fly into July's shop? And will the cat just be in here now? Too good to be true. Where's that cat? I have lost the cat. I have found the cat up on the roof for some reason. Well? You know what? That might just be a problem for future March. July, you're getting a cat at some point. Just not right now. Also, here you go. Have fun. Where were we after all of that? That was a weird distraction. But no more distractions. We now have our potatoes. Continuing the work to some of the outside of the barn, I've got this vine I just put into this corner just to give it a little bit more character. I just want some stuff growing from the sides. It'd be really cool if I could actually get stuff on top of the vine, get a nice texture for like flowers and stuff. I don't think I have that capability. In order to keep the vine from spreading as well, I also gave myself some more invisible item frames, something you normally can't get in the game because item frames are not normally invisible. However, I have a policy on this playthrough, and it's if I give myself an invisible item frame, I'll be doing it with the intention of not getting any advantage out of it other than aesthetics. And also, I will sacrifice the appropriate number of glowing item frames in compensation. So at the moment, I'm up to 6 item frames that I'm using here just to keep the vines from spreading. So by the end of this episode, I will sacrifice the necessary amount of glowing item frames, but I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm probably going to use more, so I'm just going to keep a tally. Right now, I'm at 6. While we wait for those birch trees to see if they grow, let's work on our custom lemon tree over here. That'll help sort of tie everything together. Ooh, one of the birch trees grew. Great, so they will grow in this area. It just might take a little bit. Hopefully I like that. I could probably grow them on the other side, but you know, they look here. This is one of those areas where it would be really good if I went and got some like actual birch wood and put it under the dirt to help it with this like path transition, or at least that it like carries down into the ground, which I will probably do after the lemon tree. As ever, we start with our dead stick. All right, dead stick achieved. Also, second birch tree is grown up. Everything's going smoothly. I don't have very many azalea leaves left, so if with any luck, because I made this tree rather small, I'm not going to have to go gather a whole bunch. And I want to leave this mostly alone, mainly so that it doesn't really block the look of the barn as you walk in. Yeah, so something like this is okay, and then you like show up and here it is, because if there's like leaves up here that would kind of get in the way. I say this like I know what I'm doing. I don't. I really don't. But I sure have fun pretending. I actually really like this part. You just slap down an invisible item frame, throw a lemon in there or a yellow dye, and just rotate at will. Just wherever you end up, that's good enough. And then you just do your job. Like, do your best job sprinkling lemons onto it. Like if they were candy. And 22 more invisible item frames give us this awesome lemon tree look. Let's get it from all sides. Let's look at it. And 2 more of our birch trees grew up. 1 left to go. So the outside of the barn is looking pretty great. It's certainly a major improvement over where we were at the start of this episode. The forest is coming down, starting to blend in with this. We have this lovely lemon tree, our gardens, and our gardens, I guess they're more like farm plots, something. And we have our wonderful looking barn flanked by all these nice trees. One last tweak I'll make before we turn our attention to the inside of the barn, which also did not get finished, is instead of this birch sapling here, I'm going to take our dead little shrub and replace that here. So one of these birch saplings didn't make it and is just sort of dried up here, and whoever owns the farm never really got in there and dug out the the dead sapling. Little sad. That's called storytelling. Visual storytelling. Okay. Let's go to the inside of the barn. I never finished up any of these animal pens. And yeah, that's really the gist of it. I never finished up any of the animal pens. So let's start with that. Largely, I want the hay bales. Now, I was listening to an audiobook earlier this week where the author was so very kind in the middle of their story to explain the difference between straw and hay. The difference basically goes like this. Straw is the stalks or the reeds of the plant, and you do not feed it to animals. Hay, meanwhile, is, I guess, the rest of the plant, like the tips or something, and that's the stuff you do feed to animals. So what that means for us is that if it's above ground, it's hay, animals eat it. If it's on the ground, it's straw, animals do not eat it. That's going to be what we imagine here. Then just to give things a little bit more of like a varied look, I'm going to try putting down these yellow carpet squares in places. Just to see how that looks. So something like that would be like the pen for the animals. I have just been back and forth in this episode to the point where I've gone through an entire stack of firework rockets in this one episode alone. And I haven't really even been doing very much. It's just taking shortcuts back and forth. But I'm making pretty good progress. Still working on the pens inside of here, but I took a slight detour to start getting some implementation, like some like look, here's where they get water sort of deal. I can put some tools and like the shed stuff in here. So if I move the crafting bench and put it here, and then this, now suddenly it actually fits and isn't in the way anymore. I mean, it fits well enough. I could make like an actual like bench and saw out of it, but I'm not feeling inspired for that one right now. Oh, another reason, I never mentioned this earlier, but another reason I kind of wanted to put a dead tree here instead of having a full-grown birch tree is because then as you pass by, you still get the look of the barn. See, I had a reason after all, and it wasn't just like random story elements. Oh, I hear a distraction coming. Hello, distraction. You're just in time. I had basically finished. Oh, you wanna? Yeah, if you wanna like plant your llamas there, that'd be great. You're just in time though. I just finished most of the inside of my barn. What do you got today? Honestly, that was actually pretty well timed. I could use these for decoration, and I'm a little too lazy to go and find them in my chests, so this worked out. Well, now that I've put down a couple more flowers, let me show you what I've got while this merchant admires everything. I have basically finished all the pens. They look a little something like this. I think you saw this one as I was working on it. We got the hay, or the yellow carpet for a little bit more detail, but we've got the straw, not hay, straw on the ground, with some of the packed mud because I think it is a nice, like, worn texture. I've carried that trend over here to the other side. The only difference being that I've started to extend some of the packed mud out into the field just to give it like a transition, like a gradient, if you will. Also, it kind of gives the idea that this is like the most worn places by the shelter, like where the animals would often walk, especially back in here where they would get their water. As far as their foods goes, we got hay, not straw, up here in between each pen. So I really like the way this all turned out. I was gonna put more ferns and other things like that in here as well, just to like, I don't know, disguise some of the empty and bare corners. Problem with that, like logically, is that the animals would probably destroy all of that. They would probably just like get at it, especially if there were goats or something in here. So I didn't quite go with that. Also, there's a lantern under here, and this is like sort of disguising it from one side. I kind of love it. It's all coming together really well. It looks really nice, especially in comparison to where I left things off during the last episode. All it needs is the animals. I'm about to drop 120 emeralds over at April's house. Why? Because I need a lot of name tags. Hello! Oh, May is visiting. And by visiting, I mean she got stuck in here. Actually, she should be able to get out. She'll be fine. If she can find her way back to her bed, though, I have no idea. I'll have to check on that later. April. Yes, you. I need all of your name tags. Like as many as you will sell me. 120 emeralds gets me 8 name tags. Thanks, April. Have fun visiting, May. I hope you can get out. I can never remember what I call this. Is it a warming pocket rock, or is it a pocket warming rock? I don't know. But that's not what I came over here for. No, I came over here because I got the name tags, because I want to move some of the cows over to the barn before I end off today's episode. And I want to name all the cows that I do move over into the barn, because that would be nice. Oh, there's a lot of cows in here. Maybe we move the sheep first. All right, everyone. We're going on a trip. Yeah, I lost another one. That's all right. Come on, everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of my sheep escaped while I wasn't paying attention. Alright, I have prepared the name tags. So, roll call, everyone. Alright, you're Barbara. You're Kurlosh. You're Dom. Eunice. Frida. Vesta. Wendy. Julio. Stella. Alright, my little one already grew up. Well, congratulations, you're Muffy. And now they all have names of Animal Crossing characters, because that's easy. Right, Carlos? And now I have enough for 2 more name tags. It's also very helpful. My villagers are so helpful. What a great community we have here. I still don't understand her, but I do love her. Thank you kindly. Alright, how am I gonna get 4 cows out of here? I do not know. One, 2, 3. That's probably. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well, we only let a few go. And we'll just put you all in here. We have Norma, and Tipper, and Belle, and Patty. Once again, Animal Crossing cow names. And, I think the loose cows are gonna be a problem for future March again. Sorry, future March. I'm really running out of time here. And... right there. Once again, I refer to the scaffolding clause, where everything looks better when you are on a scaffolding, / everything sounds better when you're on a scaffolding. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, because I really did. I'm really glad that we got this barn project pretty much settled. Everything looks great. I'm really happy with all it turned out. And, oh, wait, I forgot about the cat. Uh-oh. Okay, well, let's get the cat out of the rain real fast. I do not see the cats. July, I'm sorry, I might have lost... Okay, never mind, there's your cat. I did not lose your cat. That's really creepy. That's really weird looking. Okay, July, I guess you found your cat, so, and you've already named them. Okay, well, all's well that ends well, I suppose. It's raining. I think I'm just gonna hang out here in the cafe for a bit and rest from all the work that I did. So everyone, again, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time, whenever that is. Bye! I forgot to commend all of my item frames at the end of the episode, so I'm back again for a brief moment to commend these 28 glowing item frames to these sheep. Eat well, my sheep. Feast! I'm sure they'll eat them eventually.